If you'd rather fight a bear than attend a crowded concert, congratulations. Your brain just saved you from a psychological nightmare that most people are too distracted to notice. And no, you're not damaged. You're just seeing something everyone else is blind to. Picture this. It's Saturday night. You're finally relaxing. Your social battery is actually in the green for once. Then your phone buzzes. Hey, we're all meeting at that new downtown spot. Super packed, but the vibe is amazing. Immediately, your soul leaves your body. Your stomach drops like you just fell off a 100-block Minecraft tower without a water bucket. It's not because you hate fun, it's because your brain just calculated the energy cost of that vibe and decided bankruptcy isn't worth it. You're not broken. You're not boring, and you're definitely not the problem. Your psychology is just playing grandmaster chess while everyone else is playing checkers in the dirt. Let's break down what's really happening in that beautiful, complicated brain of yours. Point number 1. Your brain has absolutely zero chill. And honestly, that's genius. Most people's brains come with a built-in spam filter. When they walk into a crowd, their brain automatically deletes 90% of the input. They ignore that guy's obnoxious laugh 3 tables over. They don't notice the flickering fluorescent light that's humming in B-flat. They ignore the 17 different conversations happening at once. But your brain? It's screenshotting everything. It's recording, analyzing, and cross-referencing in real time. Psychologists call this sensory processing sensitivity, SPS. It's a fancy term for your brain being that one friend who notices everything, remembers everything, and never lets anything go. Every time someone shifts their weight, every micro-expression that flashes across a stranger's face, every tonal change in the background music, you're processing it all simultaneously. Think of it like this. Everyone else is watching life in a blurry 480p resolution. You're stuck with an 8K IMAX experience you never asked for. Research shows that approximately 20% of the population has this heightened sensitivity. That means 1 in 5 people is walking around with their nervous system permanently set to high alert. The Minecraft parallel. In Minecraft terms, it's like your render distance is set to 32 chunks, but you're running it on a server with too many entities. The lag you feel in a crowd isn't social anxiety, it's input overload. Your CPU is hitting 100% because you're trying to render every single detail of every single person in that room. This trait kept humans alive for millennia. While the extroverts were vibing around the campfire, your ancestors were the ones who heard the predator approaching. You noticed the poisonous plant. You sensed danger before it arrived. You're not too much. You're exactly what survival needed.
Let's get one thing straight. You don't hate people. You hate the performance. In crowds, everyone is wearing a mask. The "I'm having so much fun" mask. The "I'm totally listening" mask. The "I'm fine, everything's fine" mask, while their eye is literally twitching from stress. And you can see through every single one. It's exhausting. Not because you're judgmental, but because your brain is constantly translating the real conversation happening beneath the words. You're reading the body language, the shifting energy, and the truths nobody is saying out loud. Psychologists call this high perceptual sensitivity. Your emotional radar is so finely tuned, you're basically a human lie detector who didn't ask for the job. A famous study from Cambridge University found that people who prefer solitude often score significantly higher in emotional intelligence, EQ, than their crowd-loving counterparts. Translation: you're not socially inept, you're socially sophisticated. You just refuse to play pretend. You'd rather have one honest, soul-bearing conversation at 3 a.m. than attend 50 networking events where everyone is performing their highlight reel. That's not a flaw, that's integrity. Your nervous system craves substance, depth, and real connection. When you're forced to engage in surface-level small talk, it feels like chewing on cardboard while everyone else acts like it's a 5-star meal.
You're capable of doing it, sure, but the XP cost is just too high. This is where the biology gets really interesting. Your brain's reward chemical, dopamine, works completely differently than an extrovert's. When an extrovert walks into a party, their brain throws a dopamine parade. Fireworks, confetti, the whole deal. The noise and the people act as a power-up for them. But for you, cricket sounds. Neuroscience has shown that introverted brains often rely on a completely different neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. While dopamine is about high arousal rewards, winning, gambling, partying, acetylcholine rewards introspection, deep focus, and being alone. It's not that social situations don't reward you, it's that your brain literally gets its high from different sources. Reading a book, taking a solo walk, or just sitting in a quiet room thinking, these activities trigger that acetylcholine pathway, making you feel calm and satisfied. The brain structure difference? Neuroscientists discovered that introverted brains actually have thicker gray matter in the prefrontal cortex. This is the part of the brain responsible for complex thinking, planning, and decision-making. So when you're doing nothing in a quiet room, your brain is actually doing everything. You're processing, connecting, and creating. You're not wasting time, you're composing symphonies in your head while everyone else is listening to elevator music. That's not weird, that's evolutionary brilliance. You are built for the long game, not the flashy moment.
Have you ever walked into a room and immediately known something was wrong, even when everyone was smiling? That's because your brain has what psychologists call mirror neurons on steroids. You don't just observe emotions, you download them. Spend an hour in a crowd and you're not just managing your own feelings, you're accidentally absorbing everyone else's stress, anxiety, excitement, and chaos like some kind of emotional sponge. It's psychological overload. Your nervous system is trying to process 300 people's emotional data packets while also trying to remember to breathe and hold a drink. No wonder you need 3 business days to recover from a 2-hour event. You're performing a full system restore after a massive data breach. But here's the superpower part. This makes you one of the most empathetic and emotionally intelligent people in any room. You understand subtext. You read between the lines. You sense what people need before they even say it. Most people barely understand their own emotions. You're out here understanding everyone's. That's a gift most people would break under.
Finally, point number 5. You're not running from life. You're running towards yourself. Society has this weird obsession with equating busy and loud with successful and happy. If you're not at every event or surrounding yourself with people 24/7, society tells you that you're somehow failing. But you've figured out what most people spend decades avoiding. Silence isn't empty. It's where clarity lives. Solitude isn't loneliness. It's where you actually meet yourself. You're not missing out. You're opting out of a system that was never built for people who think deeply, feel deeply, and see deeply. The quietest rooms often hold the loudest truths. Your peace isn't isolation. It's liberation. So the next time someone asks, why don't you go out more? Just remember, they're asking why you don't drain your entire battery to fit into a space that wasn't designed for a mind like yours. You're not broken. You're just built for depth in a world obsessed with noise. And honestly, that's exactly what makes you fascinating. So, let's settle it in the comments. Are you team crowds give me life, or are you team I'd rather befriend a cactus? Drop your thoughts below. If this resonated with you, hit subscribe to join the Mindcrafted community, and click this next video on the screen. It dives into another misunderstood trait that will feel uncomfortably accurate. Thanks for watching. Keep crafting your mind.